Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance.
Well, hello everyone. I'm Robin J. Emden, and I'm an accountability coach and the author of Get Resultsology, The Science of Getting Stuff Done. I work with people who run their own business, no boss, distractions everywhere, and never enough hours in the day. Together, we cut through the noise, sharpen their focus, and follow through on the big ideas that actually move the needle. That's what I call the momentum formula. Do it today, profit tomorrow, and repeat. If that sounds like the kind of breakthrough you've been looking for, then you're in exactly the right place. And speaking of being in exactly the right place, I am delighted to welcome our guest expert today, Kristy Yoder. Kristy is a Filipino entrepreneur based in Ohio, founder and CEO of Smart VAs and Meet 5-Star Pros, and host of the Lazy Entrepreneur podcast. Kristy helps overwhelmed business owners simplify, delegate, and scale without burnout. Starting as a freelance VA and digital marketer, Kristy built a remote team of 70-plus professionals in the Philippines, Venezuela, India, and Nigeria. Since 2020, her team has supported over 400 businesses. She's passionate about helping entrepreneurs reclaim their time and freedom while building sustainable, freedom-filled businesses. Kristy, welcome to Goalbusters.
Thanks, Robin, for having me. That's quite an introduction. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I was impressed just reading it. I'm like, wow, this lady really knows her stuff. What time? It does actually say you're in Ohio, so I can't ask you where you are, but I have no idea. What time of day is it for you?
It is currently 10:15 a.m. and it's sunny today. It rained a little bit in the morning, but now it's sunny, and I think it's up in the 80s currently.
Perfect. Great for iced coffee. I'm a little bit obsessed about coffee, and you can have it in the morning. It's my late afternoon here, so damn it, it's too late for me. All right, I'm waffling on. Shall we do the questions?
Sure.
Okay, let's get the clock up on the screen. And there it goes. Kristy, could you tell me, please, who is your ideal client?
This is really a good question. It's pretty much any business owners who are stressed and overwhelmed in their personal life or in their business. And it can be someone who had envisioned their business to be something that would provide for them and for their family, but it's taking too much of their time. They work more than 40 hours a week. Maybe they work more than 12 hours a day, and we wanted to work with overwhelmed and stressed business owners who are wanting to get their freedom and life back in the business.
Excellent. So, and you alluded to it there, but could you delve a little bit deeper into the kind of problem or problems that you solve?
Yeah, so the main thing that we take off from our clients is the feeling of being overwhelmed in the business. And we want to give them their peace of mind back by assigning them a team of virtual specialists to do admin, marketing, and technical tasks to them. And while they are delegating to a team of virtual specialists, they can then focus on revenue generating tasks in their business. So they can work on their business instead of being in the business. And with the clients that we are helping with right now, they enjoy the freedom that they get because they can go on vacation for a week or two without worrying about opening their laptop because they know that they have a team of virtual specialists working for their clients and for their business.
Brilliant. Yeah. And when you work for yourself, having that kind of backup is absolutely vital. I understand
Right.
that. So, what is one valuable free action that the audience can implement that will help them to move towards solving that problem?
I think it's all about mindset. I think in anything in life, it's all about mindset, right? And so, what I want them to ask themselves first is, what is really your why? You know, sometimes we start our business and we know the reason why we started our business, right? We want to quit our 9 to 5 job and we want more freedom in doing our own thing. But I think as we progress in the business, we tend to forget our why. And sometimes that changes as well, right? Because to me, when I started my agency, my reasoning for that is for me to be able to take care of my family, because I don't really want to go to the office and be busy and not be able to take care of my husband or my kids. I don't have any kids right now, but when we want to start to have a family, we are in that place already that we can, have a kid without the business taking over our personal life. So know your why. And second is, think, ask yourself, is that why, is your quote unquote why currently happening right now? Are you achieving that? Because to me, if I'm saying that I want to have more time so that I can focus on my family, I will ask myself now, the reason why I started my business is because I wanted to have more time for my family. Am I getting that? And if my answer is no, the business is taking over my life, then you have to do something about that. And you need to let go of control. So I think that's the second thing I want them to also take away from this conversation, is that you cannot control everything. You have to delegate. And even the chores inside your house, you have to delegate, right? You want somebody to fold your clothes or sweep your floor or wash the dishes, you're right, because you cannot do everything. And it's the same in the business. You need to delegate some of the things that you don't like doing and you're not good at.
Yes, absolutely. Very powerful, actually, what you're saying there. Very deep too. We will run into time trouble a little bit, so if I'm not careful, so I will move on. But we have a much better understanding of what you do and your philosophy, which I thought was very inspirational. Let's dive into goal busting, which is focusing on how to maximize productive time to achieve business goals. Can you share any tips or advice for someone looking to improve their productivity habits? And I have a feeling you might have a few.
Well, actually, I just wanted to continue what I mentioned earlier, that you should delegate the tasks that you hate doing and you're not good at. Because what's the point of doing those tasks if you hate it and you're not good at it, right? It's kind of like suicide. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy, you're wasting your brain cells in doing those tasks that you hate and you're not good at. And when you delegate those tasks, you can focus on the things that you are good at and you enjoy doing. Now, it's important for me to retain doing the things that I enjoy doing, because we're passionate about growing our business, right? If we work on something that we're not passionate about and we're not enjoying, we're going to feel stressed and overwhelmed. We're going to hit burnout, because that's actually the point of having burnout, is when you are starting to do something that you don't like doing and you don't enjoy doing. So I think for productivity wise, start, just do the things that you like doing and you're good at, and delegate the rest.
Yeah.
Because if you just do the things that you're good at, you tend to work fast on those things and you can work on other things and it will help your productivity.
Brilliant. And very finally, very quickly, what is one question I should have asked you today that I didn't, Kristy? And your answer, please.
I think it's important to ask, when is the best time to hire a virtual assistant? And I've asked that question to myself as well at the beginning of my business. Of course, when you're just starting out your in your business, you don't have the budget to hire for a virtual assistant, right? You're still trying to also establish your business. You don't know the ins and outs of the business yet, and you might not have the processes in place. But to me, the best time to hire a virtual assistant is when you are already making enough to pay your bills, and by that time you have enough to pay for your virtual assistant as well. So let's say your goal in a month is 10K, but with just having 5K revenue a month, you can already live off of that. So you can already hire a virtual assistant when you get to 5K, and then your virtual assistant will help you get to 10K, because your virtual assistant will take off some of the tasks that you don't like doing, and you can focus on sales and marketing and maybe networking with other businesses.
Yeah, and that in that last sentence, you really nailed it when you said you can focus on sales. You can focus on the stuff that's profitable. VAs take on all the chores. Chores don't make you money. Sales make you money.
Exactly.
So, okay, brilliant. I know I'm doing a sales pitch for you, but that's because every client I ever get, I always say, oh, why are you doing that? Why haven't you delegated that already? That's crazy. All right. Anyway, I digress. Well, I'm not digressing. I'm sticking to the point, but I am taking up too much of your time. So my final question, which is not included in the 5 that we've done, but I always ask this, is how can people reach you, Kristy? And also, is there like a valuable free resource that they can get from you to get maybe a little flavor of more about your company and what you do?
Right. Thanks for asking that. So I am actually everywhere, but I'm mainly active on LinkedIn and Instagram. So if you type in Kristy, Kristy, Yoder, Yoder, you should be able to find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. If you have any questions about hiring virtual assistants or delegating to a virtual assistant or anything about business, feel free to reach out to me. I'm a very friendly person. I'm very approachable, very outgoing, down to earth. So I wouldn't ignore you. And you can also visit my website, KristyYoder.com. I have free resources there, free training on how to hire a virtual assistant. And if you don't know whether it's the right time for you to hire a virtual assistant, I have what I call overwhelm assessment on top of my website. You can take that assessment. It only has like 15 to 20 questions. And at the end of the assessment, it will recommend you some best ways on how to go about what you're dealing with, whether you're overwhelmed or not.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much. To be honest with you, Kristy, there's so many things that I would like to have said, but this format prevents us from doing it. Only to affirm that the kind of service you provide is an absolute essential for someone that works for themselves. It doesn't matter whether people hire you or not, it does to you. But the point is that delegating non-productive in terms of sales time and chores to people that are very happy to take those chores on for you to allow you to focus on working with your clients, getting sales. It's kind of like rule number 1. You've got to do it, really. So Kristy Yoder, that's been wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and thank you.
Hey, so remember, everybody, keep goal busting and make your future self proud. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.